Okay, Abigail, so this is your code. And so you started with the top part and with this box. And what you did was you just added, I don't know if you tested this as you went along, but it shouldn't have worked really the minute you added another one of these on event blocks. Because actually all of your code for the click part of it, unless you're going to do some totally other thing, um, like have another button that does different things on your app, which you can. But if you're working with this submit button and you're changing your, the dots, everything has to be within this yellow frame. So so let me just give you an idea. So you can have a whole bunch, you can nest a whole bunch of if statements. So what this says here is if the text input is red, change the pen color to red and make the dot red. And in this case it says or else make it white. Well, what you really want to do is you want to give them the option to make it orange or make it yellow or make it green or all these things. So what you need to do is this if block will turn into a whole bunch of nested if statements by clicking this plus. So if we click this plus, what we want is this white in the dot only needs to happen once, and that's if none of the other things fit in. I assume you just want to change colors. So I'm going to pop these guys down to this bottom, to this else. So then for else if I take this guy, see if I can actually put him up here. So else if it's orange, then what you want to do is you want to change the pen color to orange, and you want to make the dot be 50. All right, so now let's read this again. So this says, if the text input is equal to red, change the pen color to red and make a red dot. Or else, if the text input is orange, change the pen color to orange and make it a dot. Now, the next one, so now you don't need this at all, so I'm going to just drag that out of here. I'm only going to do one or two of these for you, so then because you can do the rest. So if you want to put another else in here, all you have to do is click this plus, and you're going to move these guys down again. Okay, maybe you might want to leave those till the end, because it goes in order. Else is after everything else, then make it be white. But else if it's orange, else if it's yellow, right? So then you can just drag your yellow up here, else if. And the format's a little bit different, but pretty much it works the same. So I'm just going to show you this guy. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to ditch the rest of these for you for right now. You can go back and copy them, but they won't work with all those in there. And the reason that the gray one worked was because it was the last one. So it just slid to the very last one and didn't give you any other options. So now what you've got is, if it's red, it's going to make it red dot. If it's orange, it's going to make it orange. If it's yellow, it's going to make it yellow. Or else it's going to make it white. Now you can add in all the colors you want the same way I did, just by adding this, clicking this plus button. So, all right, so let's run it and see. So it starts fine with that one. All right, so we'll start with red and click submit, and now it turns red. Now let's try orange. And it turns orange. And let's try yellow. Oops, let's spell it right. And it turns yellow. Let's try red again. Red. So now what this yellow outside box does is it's kind of like a forever loop. It means keep checking anytime that you see this input change and the submit button clicked. If the submit button is clicked, check the text in here and see what it is, and then follow those instructions. So anytime you're working with the submit button, everything has to be in this one single frame. I hope that makes sense to you. So you can add as many colors as you want. If you were going to add another button on here and do something different, you could create a different event, because then you would be working with a different button. So see if that works for you. Let me know if that answers your question, and I'm happy to help anytime.